Hi, Wellness Warriors. Okay, so I wanted to come on here and share a quick video with you about how to use a form that we are sharing with you called Win the Week. Now, the form has been adapted from some of the prior Win the Weeks that you might have seen from some of the other people in our upline, but we have decided to sort of simplify this Win the Week tracking form in order to be able to make it fit into our busy lives, because the majority of us are, working full-time jobs and we're busy moms. And so we're trying to figure out how to simplify this, but still allow us to keep track of the connections and conversations and invites we're having. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you because I want to share this form with you that we've created and I want you to be able to see it. So I'm sharing my screen. And let me very quickly pull up the document. So this is the Win the Week document. Let me make sure you guys can see it good. And hopefully you can see that okay. Move myself over here into the corner so I can see. So it has 4 columns, 4 major things, and this is the flow that we should be following anyway. Adding people to our network, connecting with them, inviting them, and then following up. This is the flow that we use. And so I wanted to share how to use this document. So in the add column, there are 21 lines for you to do. You figure you have 7 days in a week times 3 ads a day, which would give you about 21 ads. Not about, it would give you 21 ads. So you would simply list the people that you're adding on the line to keep track of it. And then it says IG or FB, and that stands for Instagram or Facebook, because many of us are using both or one of those platforms, or maybe you're using one now and you might use one later. However you are doing it, you just circle which platform you found them or added them on. So you just simply write their name and whether it was Instagram or Facebook. Now, I typically don't write them down until they have, like if it's a friend request on Facebook, until they've accepted my friend request, then I count it as an ad. Same thing with Instagram. If I follow them and when they follow me back, that's when I count it as an ad. That's just my personal opinion on that. And then underneath that column, you will see we just put the About Me section. I'm just talking about this here because it's in this column, but it doesn't necessarily go with the ad. It's just where we placed it. And so this is the, the things that you should be doing, because you need to be proof the products work, doing your workouts, drinking your Shakeology, and doing your personal development. And you simply check off the bubble when you've done it for that particular day. So the second column is the Connect column. This is the column where you are just connecting and loving on people. It can be through comments or it can be through personal messages to them. It doesn't necessarily have to do anything with Beachbody. It's just kind of showing love and getting to know people and connecting with them on a personal level. So you write their name down. Now you may choose to write this list out, this list of 20 people at the beginning of the week, and then go through it and focus on them throughout the week by commenting and messaging, or you might do it as the week progresses. Either way, you write their name down and you circle comment, or C for comment or M for message, depending on how you reached out to them. I do this because sometimes I can't remember. Like, did I send them a message or did I comment? So this helps me to remember what I did for them. And sometimes you might circle both through the course of a week. Then at the bottom, you can just check off the bubbles. There's something gives you some satisfaction, I guess is the way I'm trying to say, when you can check off the bubbles. So the bubbles are just there for something fun to do. Pop those 20 bubbles throughout your week. The third column is your invite column. Now you could be inviting to a variety of things. You could be inviting to a free group. You could be inviting to your virtual gym or your 30-day group if that's what you do. Or you could be inviting to coaching. So there are 7 sections. Again, if you are having an awesome week and you are inviting like a boss, feel free to copy this back to back and continue on the inviting on the back of your page. Because if you're running a free group, you might be inviting more than 7 people in a particular week, which would be awesome. The same thing with, the virtual gym. If there's a new program coming out, you might be inviting more than 7. So you can continue this onto the back of the page. But if we're looking at what would be realistic within a week, you could be inviting to any one of these throughout the week. And sometimes some of these might have all 7 filled in or more. Sometimes you might only have a couple filled in. So, but this is your goal. So again, you just write their names down on the line. Follow-up column. This is really important. You need to be able to follow up with the people that you've invited, whether you've invited them to coaching or whether you've invited them as a challenger. You just simply write their name down that you have followed up. It could be a message to them. It could be that you saw them face to face. You can always make yourself a note there and how you followed up with them. But this is just keeping track of who you followed up with. Then you have a section for following up with your customers. This is also equally important to help people from falling off. It's sometimes we, get them as customers and we put them in our gyms and we're posting every day, and then we realize, ooh, I haven't heard from that person in a long time. So this is a great way to make sure that you are checking in with your current customers. Again, the bubbles are there for you to check off as you do your follow-ups. And then at the very bottom, these are more of our vitals. You can check these off as you do them throughout the week. NWC stands for National Wake Up Call. That is something that you should be setting aside time to do each week. Once you've listened to the National Wake Up Call, you can just check off that bubble. The WW page is Wellness Warriors. You should be checking into our Wellness Warriors page at least 3 times a week. Sometimes we're busy, can't check every day, that's fine, we get that, but at least 3 times a week, set aside a couple minutes just to pop in and see if there's any information in there that you need to know about, so checking that off. Team Zoom, we have talked about it as leaders. We're going to be starting some Zooms here pretty soon. They may not be happening every single week, but if there is a Team Zoom to watch, you definitely want to check off the bubble and watch that. And then there are 4 bubbles for recognition. Now this could be recognition of coaches on your team. It could be recognition of challengers. It's totally up to you and what fits where you are with your business, but just offering up some type of recognition for the people that you're working with and checking that off about 4 times a week. It could be in a post, a public post. It could be a post in your challenge group. It could be just recognizing them by sending them a message and telling them that you see the good things that they're doing. So just trying to aim to do that 4 days a week. It's on this sheet as a reminder. So we are giving you this form is a work in progress. We've sort of taken what we have seen and adapted it so that it would fit and not be overwhelming for a part-time working coach. It is a work in progress, so as we use it as leaders, we may decide to tweak it and change it a little bit, but basically right now, this is what we are trying out, and I wanted to just explain it to you so that you knew exactly how to use the sheet. If you have any questions, anything you're wondering about, feel free to post below this video and we'll check back in and answer those for you. So hope that helps, and get busy tracking.